In this video, I'd like to show you how to do descriptive statistics using SPSS. Today, we will focus on three modules over here: frequencies, descriptives, and explores. All these modules you can find from the analyze. For their submenu, you can find all these options over here. So now let's see an example. So firstly, you need to turn on the SPSS to open the SPSS, then go to File, and open the data file, so the demo file. For this one, you can download the we call the demo SPSS from the canvas. Then we just save it and you can open it. Let's open. So let's take a look at the data sets. So we have two classes, 1 and 2. So ID, score, body weight, body height, and their agenda as well. So you can just expand this a little bit to make sure they are on the same row. So now, okay, so firstly, let's take a look at we call the frequency. So although it is called the frequency, but actually you can do more than that. You can do the basic statistics like quantile, percentile, mean, median, and also you can do the chart as well. So now let's see how it works. So let's go to this one. Analyze descriptive frequencies, okay? So for example, I like to see the body height in inches. So you can double click or you can click this and highlight this and click the arrow. So it should have the same function. Okay. So go to the statistics. So you can see so many options over here. So like the quartile and the mean, median, mode. And of course you can test the distribution like a scaleness, kurtosis. And here you can also add the percentile. That means you can, for example, if you want to see the 5%, of course, you just add 5%. If I want to see the top 5, maybe the top 2.5, so you can add like 97.5. So, and also you can see the bottom 2.5, so basically 2.5, right? And now, again, you can set like a different group. For example, I want to cut them into 10 groups. Basically, that's 100%, right? Cut by 10, that means count by 10, right? So 10%, 20%, all the way to 100%. You can also see the standard deviation, and of course, you can see the minimum, maximum. Okay, so now you just continue. And next one, actually, you can also do the chart. So in this case, I want to see the histogram and to see if they are they follow the normal distribution. So histogram just show the normal curve on the histogram. So click this. Continue. Now, here we go. So this is the result, okay, over here. So you can see the mean, median, mode, and also you can see the percentile. Because we cut them into like the 10 groups, right? And also for the 25, although we didn't select this, right? But the default is 25, 50, and 75. But the 2.5 and the 17 and the 97.5, we add these two, right? So this is also like the number and their frequency. So from this table, we can also see, the 65. We have 8 subjects with 65, right? The interest rate high, right? So that means the mode is 65. So which is true over here, right? And the mean and the median, so they are very, very close, right? So let's take a look at the histogram. So you can see although we do have like the several variation over here, but in general, they are kind of follow the normal distribution, right? Because also the kurtosis is 0.608, right? Oh, sorry, 0.157. So that means it's pretty much normal distribution. That's frequency. So now let's see the next function, analyze descriptives. So for this one, you can see their main function over here is, so they only provide a basic function, okay? And also good thing about this one, they allow calculation of the z-score. So now let's take a look how it works, okay? So go back to the data and then analyze descriptives and descriptives again. So again, we want to see the body height, okay? Of course, you can see the option, but they have less function, less functions over here. So you can also do like these two. Okay. Continue. In this one, how to calculate the z-score. So we have to click this one, otherwise they won't show up. Okay. So, okay. So now you see we do have additional column over here called the Z body height score. Okay. And the result is pretty concise, right? Only one table, but they can provide the basic descriptives of all the data sets over here. So let's take a look over here. So you can see this is a Z score. So what does this mean? So this, for example, we can just pick one. Maybe for this one, for example, let's pick this one. So 80, 80 inches. That's pretty tall, right? So 3.0, right? So what does 3.0 means? So basically the Z score is normalized. I mean, the data normalized to a normal distribution, right? So the Z score, let's take a look at over here, right? So the x-axis is a corresponding Z score, right? So if the Z score is 3, that means this guy is really tall, right? Because I believe that's only like more than top 1%. That pretty much is the tallest guy in the classroom, right? So it's over here. So now we can also see some the other examples over here. So probably because we know that the average is around 67, right? So for example, 65 or 67, that's pretty much they should be very close to like the middle one, right? So for example, 67, we know the average is around 67, right? So you can see the Z score is almost 0, right? For this one. So let's go to this one. So Z score is close to 0. That means it's over here, right? Because we know that 67 is close to the average. Okay. So this can explain the Z score. Okay. So let's go back to the data. So now the next one is about the analyze, the explore. Okay. So explore, let's take a look. So explore, we can see the data in more details over here. And also it allows you to split the analyze by the groups because we have two class, right? One and two. So if you want to only want to analyze the class one or class two, you can split the data over here. It does allow the plotting, for example, a box plot or histogram. So now let's take a look. Analyze descriptives and then explore. Okay. So for this one, the factor list, so basically allow you to split the data. For example, I want to put over here. Okay. So then they can split the data. So now the same thing, I like to see the body height. Okay, dependent over here. So statistics. So you see, definitely here we have less options, right? But pretty much they give you the details already. So basically you don't have to really click all of them, but they will provide the default settings. So continue and the plot. So over here, then you can, for example, you can do like the histogram and you can also do the power analysis. You can do the normality plot with the test. For this one, they use a QQ test. So what does QQ test mean? So we can take a look. Okay. Over here, continue. Okay. So here we go. So now you see they split the data sets, right? So the class one, class two. Okay, over here. So the mean for class one is 66.9, basically it's very close to 67, and the class two is 67, right? So they separate the body height according to the classroom. Okay. And also they do have the lowest and highest. So they give you the some data over here. Okay, so test the normality. So they use like the different tests. So you can see over here. So the QQ test. So in general, you can see for the this is QQ test. So if the data follow normal distribution, that means all the data point I should close to the string line over here. So pretty much they are close, although we do have a little bit off for the low and high, but in general, they just on the straight line. Okay. So these are the similar stuff. And also this one is more important over here is the box plot. So we know that for the thick line over here is a medium. So, and also you can see the median, especially for the class 2, so you can see it's very close to the mean, right? This one is a little bit off, but still it's close, right? Then see over here. So you see for the student with the body height of 80 inches, so you can see definitely this is outlier. That means they are much taller than the rest of the class, the students, right? So this is how to use the explore, okay?